Good morning. So it's another beautiful day, and I wanted to start bright and early because I have, I want to really tell you my story. I realized that I didn't really tell you my story from the beginning, and I think it's very important for you to know where I come from, what I have done, and why the information that I'm giving you is really, really worth a lot of money, and you're getting it here for free. So, last night I finished really late. I was recording a lot of videos for you guys, and today I wanted to start early. And I have a lot of projects going on, so I want to be able to do all of this. I have been working on all the materials for months, so now it's just crunch time to get the videos out. So, anyways, I'm Victoria Amador. I went to Cornell University for to study hospitality. I It's a business degree. Basically, it's a hotel degree, but very focused on business. So you learn financing, operations, accounting, all the basic master class that I took on operation analysis, and it really is amazing. Anyway, so I went to Cornell. I graduated in 2004. Then from 2004, I went to the Breakers in Palm Beach. I worked as a floor manager in the housekeeping department for a couple of years. For a year, then I was promoted to training manager. So I was training about, it was anywhere from about 100 maids or so. Then I went to public spaces at the same department. So I was taking care of all the public spaces in the hotel, the spa, the restaurants, the common areas of the hotel, anything that you can think that is public spaces in a super huge hotel. I took care of that, right? Then I went to work for a national cleaning company where I learned to strip and wax and do carpet extraction and marble crystallization. And I spent some time there learning the ins and outs of hardcore janitorial floor services. And then I was training people on how to do those things. I remember one time my hands were so bloody from holding the machine because the machine was too heavy for me. And I was a little skinnier then, so every time I took the machine, it was like, and it was really hard. But it was a great learning experience because that's how I really learned to do floors and to train people on how to do floors. So then I was able to sell those services very well because I had done them myself and I had trained the people on how to do them. So it was easy for me to communicate with the client and tell them why they needed certain things to be done in a specific way. Then from there, I went to work at a hotel in Miami, and I was in charge of the housekeeping department for a couple of years. And then the Breakers called me back, and I went to work as the assistant director of housekeeping, overseeing about 200 people at the hotel. From there, one day I decided that, you know what? My mother has been cleaning. She has been cleaning for so long. She had cleaned for major cleaning company and even small cleaning company. And what I wanted to do for my mom was to really take her out of the film and build a company with her. So we decided to go into business together, and we were crazy enough to get my sister to leave her full-time job to come and join us 6 months after my mother, my brother, and I were cleaning. I was actually cleaning the houses because I didn't have employees, and I went through a really hard time, so I had to spend a lot of money on lawyers and for the custody of my son. So basically, we didn't really have a lot of resources. We started almost with zero. And I took a little bit money from my 401k, and I decided to put some money into advertising in a magazine. And that was a huge mistake because the magazine we were not ready to be publishing a magazine. We didn't get any leads whatsoever. We didn't know what we were doing with the copy content. So the magazine did the copy content, and it really didn't work out for us. So we wasted that money. So we really started with zero money. In 2011, I started to get worried because I had moved from Florida to Boston to start this company, and the phone was not ringing. So I started to get really nervous. But then I came up with some ideas on, maybe we need to give our services for almost free so we can get some reviews online. And that's when everything changed. As soon as we started getting reviews online, that's key for you. You got to make sure that if you don't have a lot of reviews, that you get a lot of reviews, because the consumers today, they want to see that you have reviews, and that the reviews obviously are positive. If all the reviews are 5-star, that's also a little tricky because customers don't believe that anymore. They want to see 4 and 5 stars, or sometimes a 3-star. It's going to happen naturally, so you don't have to ask for those things. If you're going to ask for something, make sure that you ask for the good ones. But when you start getting the 3-star, people believe those reviews better. So anyways, we started getting a lot of traffic. It was really moving along. Within 6 months, my sister came on board full time to help with the office, answering the phone, doing the bookkeeping, doing the schedule for the next day. Within that time frame, we also hired our first employee. So it was really exciting. We didn't have subcontractors. Everybody was a W-2 employee. We trained them the way we wanted to train them. We gave them uniform. We gave them the equipment and the vehicles. So it was very expensive for us to do this, because I came from a 5-star hotel background. I wanted to do this 100% the way I saw the company running 5-7 years later. And we did it. So we started getting a lot of traffic. The first year we made over 100,000 in sales. And I can tell you that the first 3 months I was sweating. I was going crazy. I was like, this is not going to work. Oh my God, what did I do? I left a good job to do this. But every day, at the end of the day, I kept thinking, I'm doing this for a reason. And one way or another, this definitely has to work. So you got to stay positive no matter what you do. You got to hit the pavement. So I started putting postcards out there. Although there was a big mistake, that was a big mistake, because the postcards were very big. We went to some parking lots where the mall management will call us and say, you got to come back and remove these posters. And we didn't know any better. We also made mistakes where we deliver postcards in the mail slots of clients in homes, and the post office said, what are you doing? You cannot do that. That's illegal. Well, I didn't know that back then. I started with zero experience in the cleaning industry. The first year we grew to 100,000. We hired the first cleaner within a few months from starting actually about 4 months after, because we ran so many coupons that I needed more people on the ground besides me and my mother and my brother to do this. So that's why we hired the first employee. So basically the money that we made in the coupon, it was just to cover payroll for the new people. I didn't get a paycheck for a year and a half. I didn't get a paycheck for a year and a half. Yes, you heard that right. I was living off my savings. I actually had to move in with my mom because I didn't have the money to pay a mortgage or rent. And I'm telling you, I was very stressed. But the first year we managed to get to over 100,000. The second year we tripled that, and we continued to double that amount ever after. And then finally last year, the last 2 years, we didn't grow twice as much. We only grew 25%. But every year, we keep growing either 100,000, 200,000, 164,000. And the least that we have been able to grow is 25%, which is still huge because most companies don't grow at this rate. And the reason why we have been able to do this is because we created so many processes. We created so many. I'm telling you, we have a process for almost everything. You could come up with something that is wrong in the company, and the next day we will have a process for that because we are process intensive. We believe in making checklists. We believe in everybody having the same information, so everybody's on the same page. We believe that the way to do things is to stand by the customer. And if we stand by the customer and we don't think with the money in mind, the customer is always going to love us. That's why we kept getting a lot of referrals. So this year we were published on Fortune magazine. Yay, I've been working on that for so long, you guys. It's amazing. This is my mother right here. She's my goddess. I'm telling you, she really is my goddess. I did this for her and I have no regrets whatsoever. Yes, there were very stressful moments, but at the same time, I know that, I would have regretted if I have waited to do this because I fell in love with the cleaning industry. At one point, I thought I hated it because when I left Cornell, I had a big head and I thought that, oh, I'm going to be a big shot and I don't need to be in housekeeping. But I met so many amazing people in housekeeping, and a lot of people have no respect for the cleaning industry. So I decided that I was going to build a company that took the employees in mind with everything that we did. And we actually have fired clients when they treat our employees bad, because we tell them we do not accept that in our company. Our employees are part of our team. A lot of them are professionals in other countries. And even if they're not, even if they're just a cleaner that didn't finish school, that doesn't know how to read, which we do have some people that don't know how to read and write, they are people like you and me, and we need to respect them for who they are. So we have instilled this pride, this idea in our employees and the customer mind that we are professionals and we are really serious about what we do. And because of that, the maids that we have in our team, they have pride. They really want, they have something inside of them that says, you know what, I cannot clean this countertop the wrong way on purpose, because they have so much pride inside of them. And you want to build teams like that. You want to build a culture of teams like that. You want to make sure that you keep your employees in mind, because at the end of the day, they're the one out there physically doing the work. And you as the business owner, you're in the office or meeting clients. You're not doing the heavy. Yes, it's crazy because you have a big nightmare that you have to take care of. You got to make sure that you make payroll. You got to make sure that you think about marketing. You got to make sure that you have insurance. You got to make sure that unemployment doesn't go after you if something goes wrong. There is so many things that as a business owner you have to worry about. But trust me when I tell you, when you take care of your employees, they take care of you. And I'm not saying you got to pay them $20 an hour. You know, we have some people that when they start training, they make minimum wage for the training, because we want to see if they're really serious. And they do a great job. They stay with us. We have people that have been with us from the beginning. We have people that have been with us for 3 years, 4 years, 5, 6, 7 years. So, and we have people that are new too, because we do have some turnover. Although it's minimal, we have managed to come down. You know, turnover in the cleaning industry is almost 400%. For our company, it's about 25%. And it keeps going down because we take care of our employees. That's the reason why this year we were featured on Fortune magazine in the Inner City Capital Connection organization. We won the award for being one of the top companies in the country that have been growing tremendously. And no, we're not making millions and millions. We're barely over the million mark. This year it will be way higher than this amount that you see here, than the 1,020,000 that you see here. But I can tell you that the reason why we were featured on Fortune magazine is not necessarily because of the money that we make, because of this 5-year growth. You can see here is 170% from 2016 to 2012, 2011. That is because we really care for our employees, and the local community, they notice things like that, and they're going to support you. Your local community development corporations, you need to look out for them. They need to know who you are. You need to know who they are. You need to participate. These people can help you a lot. And we have been lucky to have a lot of organizations in our area that support us for what we do. And that has been a key way that we have been able to get so many grants, because we do get grants. The reason why when I need a loan, I can get a loan. If I have a big account coming up and I need 20,000, it's easy for me to go and find that money. So you need to have people like that in your community that are willing to help you. And the way to do that is to make sure that you help them first. Don't wait for them to help you. You got to go and help them first. So what is it that you're going to do to become amazing? Think about it. If you have 100,000 to start your company, 200,000, how will you make this company happen? How will you treat your employees? How will you treat your clients? How will you behave? How will you dress? Are you always going to make sure that you have a jacket? Like, I'm always out meeting with clients with very professional appearance. I don't show up in jeans. I don't show up in yoga outfits. So these are all the things that you got to think about. And I hope my bio can give you an idea of, it's possible. You don't have to start. You can start with $100. You can start with $200, put together a business card. You can, obviously, you need to have a good appearance. You need to have a vehicle and equipment. The equipment is the cheapest. The vacuum is the most expensive thing that you can buy. We do use professional commercial vacuums that are about 500 pieces, 500 per piece. So those could be quite expensive, but it's an investment. So what I'm saying is you can start with less than $1,000 and start creating a company that is going to become a multi-million-dollar operation. So subscribe to my channel, you guys. Keep in touch. Check tremendouslife.com if you haven't checked that out yet. And again, I'm so grateful and so thankful that I'm able to do this for you. Ciao.